That's Horse's Head, isn't
Horse Head.
it? Yeah. It's a Godfather reference.
A well-known mafia reference.
I thought that when they were stolen, they'd be worth nothing, because you can't actually sell them, can you?
No, but at the point at which they were stolen.
Halfway out of the window, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, the Munch was stolen in, I think, Denmark, possibly. Somewhere up there.
Well, I wasn't there at the time.
No, I'm not looking at you like that. You've left.
Yeah.
You've financed your visit over here by stealing Munch.
Relatively recently, though.
Yeah, and then it got
And
rediscovered.
Madonna was fairly recent, I think, too, because that came back. So
But isn't it at the time they were stolen? So like art is tripling every day. So it would be the most recent theft, wouldn't it?
Yeah, let's go for the Scream because that's the one we can recognise.
The answer is the Scream. Yay!
Stolen in Norway, I believe.
Scream was stolen in 2004 and valued at £41.1 million. Leonardo da Vinci's hilarious wool painting was stolen in 2003 and thought to be worth about £30 million. And 2 Picasso paintings were stolen, were valued at £5 million in total.
Oh,
nothing.
Sure.
It's now believed that the thieves involved didn't know what they were doing as they were caught on their next job trying to steal dogs playing pool. Value £5.
That's worth it.
I've got that one.
That is a cracking picture,
that's a good picture.
Right, Dave and Paul, which of these musicians charged people the most to see them in concert when touring the UK in 2007? Was it Elton John, was it the Eagles, or Barbra Streisand? Who do you think charged the highest ticket prices?
Did Elton John have an expensive court case to deal with at the time?
No, but it's sort of, you feel like it's just about a question of who is the biggest diva. And I don't know, I would have thought the Eagles just have less box office appeal than Elton John or Barbra Streisand. So I would want to discount the Eagles, but I might be wrong.
I'm with you on that.
Okay, so it really is just who is the biggest sort of prima donna.
So the question is, who's the biggest diva between Elton John and Barbra Streisand?
Weirdly,
that's a tough race.
The way I would work that out is, if Barbra Streisand met Elton John, he'd be the one who got excited.
That's true.
That's great.
A disturbing image, but I like the logic.
But that would be, he'd be the one who was all excited to be in her company.
I like your
I
thinking.
think she would feel above him. So that would lead me to think that it'd be Barbra Streisand.
So we're going with Barbra Streisand.
Well, it is just a guess, but yes, I'll go with Barbra Streisand.
I
think it's right.
It's brilliant, but it's wrong. So...
I would go for Eagles.
I'd go for Eagles because they were awful. I actually went to see them, but someone bought me a ticket and I left halfway through. But I think it was worth a vast amount of money.
So, and this pedantry has come from the man that accused me of being competitive.
Yeah.
The answer is Eagles. It was £1,000 per ticket. Oof. I know.
Well worth it wasn't, I can assure you.
Elton John charged...
Yeah, I did.
What, were they playing 10-seater venues or something? What on earth were they doing?
It was huge.
How did you fit them into your drawing room is what I wanted.
I don't know, but they were all stoned. It was fine. They just crashed out.
£115 for Elton and £500 for Barbara.
115? That's
it's
bargain,
quite cheap,
isn't
it? If you went to see Barbra Streisand at the Dome, it would cost you £500 for the best tickets, which presumably are seats in Wembley Arena. Joke there for Londoners. Our final round is called What's My Line? And I'll begin a famous line and you chaps have to finish it. The lines can be from books, plays, films or songs. And I can tell you, Tim and Dom, that you're just slightly behind at the moment in the scoring. So, yes, all to play for. The first questions are from film. So this is a fingers on buzzers round. The line is, I want the truth. Yes.
You can't handle the truth.
Very good. A few good men. Next one. I do wish we could chat longer. Yes, Dom.
But you're boring me.
Wouldn't that be great just to say that?
Yeah, I've said it many times.
Well, if you just stop asking us questions, we could.
Yes, no.
Is it, but I'm having a friend for supper?
It's very close, but I'm having an old friend for dinner, The Silence of the Lambs, but I will give you that as a point. Absolutely right. Right, books and plays. To lose one parent may be regarded as a misfortune. Yes.
It's only when you lose the other one that the will kicks in.
That old Oscar Wilde line that got lost, yes.
To lose both is moida.
I love the idea of a Brooklyn version.
Well, I was doing heart to heart,
Yeah.
but I missed it.
Heart to heart.
Me too.
Yeah. Sorry.
Is it to lose both looks like carelessness?
To lose both looks like carelessness. Absolutely. The importance of being earnest. Next one. All animals are equal. Yes.
Unless they're owned by Bernard Matthews.
Yes.
Try telling that to a lion.
Some are more equal than otters.
Yeah, absolutely.
nice.
Very good, very clever.
Yeah.
Notice how funny and got the right answer. Beautiful.
It was just a lucky
Can't
strike.
beat
It won't
that.
happen again,
Can't beat
don't
that.
worry.
It's the suit.
Yeah.
It's doing it, isn't it? Next one. 15 men on the dead man's chest. Yes.
Quincy started to suspect asphyxiation.
I loved Quincy. That was another great
I
television
love Quincy,
show.
it's
That was good,
fantastic.
The Welsh rugby team advanced happily.
Yeah. Anybody?
Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum.
Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum. Very good. Next one. I can resist everything except... Yes.
Sandi Toksvig.
A nice bottle of Rioja.
5 points to Dave Gorman.
Thank you.
Extraordinarily good crawling. I can resist everything except...
Temptation.
Yes, temptation.
High definition quality television on Sky Arts.
How do you spell crawler?
That may be 10 points there.
Yeah.
That was very, very impressive. These ones are all from songs, okay? Well, she was just 17. Yes.
I never touched her.
She said she was.
And that's what I'm sticking to.
She was just 17.
But I thought her idea was forged.
And she was just a beauty
If
queen.
you know
or
what I
something.
mean.
You know what I mean.
Yes.
Absolutely right, Dave.
I
Yes.
don't know what you mean at all.
Which is actually a really horrible lyric, isn't it?
It's from I
What do you
saw.
think about it? Yeah.
It's from I saw her standing there by the Beatles. Next one. There was something in the air that night. Yes.
It wasn't
Was
me.
something in the stars so bright, Fernando?
Yes. Very
Oh,
good.
nice.
The stars were.
Nice.
Stars were bright, Fernanda. Didn't think you were an ABBA fan there, no?
Nor did I, actually. To that. I'm slightly worried. I'm not a fan. I've heard them quite competitively quite a lot at home.
Do you know, I went, this is absolutely true, that by chance I went this week, I was asked to fly to Stockholm to have coffee with Björn from ABBA.
Is it Björn?
And, yes.
Benny, Björn, Ulrika, and...
No, it's Björn.
Like Björk?
Like, yes, like
Björk,
Björn. Anyway,
You had a
so
meal,
my,
you know. She was likely to know, you know.
I just love the fact she goes, oh, I had to go to Stockholm to have supper with ABBA.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we all do
but
that.
it was, no, because my family are never interested in anything that I do, ever. And I said to the kids, I said, I'm going to go and meet Björn from, there it is again, Björn, from ABBA and have coffee. And they said, that's cool, Mum, that's really cool. So I get up at 4:30 in the morning and I fly all the way to Stockholm and I have an insane Algerian taxi driver take me to Björn's house. And I'm by now quite excited but quite tired. I'd been travelling for about 7 hours.
Bored.
And there was he lives on an island out by himself. And I pressed the doorbell and I said, oh, hello, is that Bjorn? He said, yes. I said, it's Sandi Toksvig. And he said, oh, I forgot you were coming.
I quite like the way you pronounce Stockholm. How do you say Stockholm?
Stockholm.
Stockholm. I like that. I'm going to say that. Stockholm. Do Danes like ABBA or are they a bit...
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
They then phoned up and they said, would you like to go and meet Benny? I said, you On the last section of the show alone, I have decided, in fact, that Dave and Paul, you are this week's winners. Yes, indeed.
Congratulations, Captain. Well done. I think the favouritism paid off.
I'm going to presume their appreciation for both teams for being quite so handsome. Just time for some breaking news before we go. Salman Rushdie's Satanic Verses has finally been translated into Arabic, with just 1 or 2 minor cuts. Trouble brewing. See you next time on What the Dickens. Good night.
This new series continues Wednesday nights at 9, so make sure you're clued in by tuning in next week. Still to come tonight, we present the first in Andre Vida's War Trilogy at 10, the highly acclaimed A Generation. For that, though, the eye turns its analytical lens on artist Chris Ofili.